and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another video of getting to know me. I have a Q&A for us, and I got these questions off of Instagram. If you would like to join me next time to ask some questions, you can follow me on Instagram at Meilani lately. I have it on the screen for you. You can follow me over there for polls, questions, Q&A, regular day-to-day updates if you'd like to do that. I also have it linked down below in the description. And let's get started with our first question. So the first question that I keep getting over and over again is, why did I start YouTube? And for those of you that don't know, I actually started YouTube many years ago, about 10 years ago, 7 to 10 years ago. I started then so that I can share with other moms. I was a first-time mom, and I wanted to share how I was dealing with life with my new child and just kind of share the different things that we were doing, because what my child was doing was things that I have never done as a child and only dreamed of doing. And so I wanted to put it on the internet, what I was doing with my child and how we were doing things differently. And it was a really nice channel, and it was really fun to do. But that channel got taken down by Google because I did not verify the account and the age on the account in time before they took it down. Now I'm sure there are things I can do to go back and go get it, but I do have those videos archived on a drive, and I'd rather them be for me and my child than to have them on the internet. I've also learned a lot of things by putting my child on the internet, and having a second child, I've learned that I don't want to put my children on the internet. And so we will be sharing things like that, but I will not be sharing who she is or what she looks like or what she's into on the internet. The second question I keep getting is, what have I learned from doing YouTube? And aside from what I just said about my children in particular, I learned that Instagram, but YouTube in particular can help you grow your confidence. And that was one thing I was not expecting from making YouTube videos this time around. If you look at yourself as another content creator and not as yourself, then you can look at yourself with kinder eyes. And I found that I'm not as critical of my physical self as I thought I would be. I'm actually a lot more confident in what I'm doing and see myself confidently. And since I look at other YouTubers that say, oh, don't look at this, or my face is breaking out today, or, you know, my hair isn't done well today, I look at them and I go, what are you talking about? You look perfectly fine. So I learned if I look at them that way, then I'm sure other people look at me that way. So it helps me to not look at myself in that way, because I don't look at other people that way. So I shouldn't be so hard on myself. So another question was, what's the hardest part about starting YouTube? And for me, it's been keeping up with the schedule. And I set a schedule for myself to make sure that I post on certain days and at certain times, and that has been the hardest thing for me. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of ideas already planned. I already have scripts set out. If you see my previous schedule my previous video where I made a schedule, I had to make a schedule to where I fit in filming days and editing days and things like that, so I can fit YouTube into my everyday life, because it has to be almost an everyday thing. So along with that is, what's my favorite part about making videos? And for the kind of videos that I've been doing, my favorite part is the motivation it gives me to actually get stuff done around the house. To actually get up and do my hair, to get up and get dressed, to get up and look pretty, versus just lounging around in my pajamas. Even with cleaning, making sure I clean more effectively and efficiently and on time when I say I'm going to do it. Having the video behind it helps me get it done. So with that being said, the next question is, how do I balance making content with the rest of my life? And I had to sit down and make a schedule that incorporates YouTube into my everyday life. Like I just said, I made a whole video about it, and I had to sit down and do that because it was kind of getting out of control, out of hand, and we weren't sleeping on time, we weren't eating on time because I had to get something filmed and I didn't do it at a different day or at a different time. And so I had to just sit down and make a plan on when is the best time to film, when is the best time to edit. And I found that editing at night while the baby is sleeping is the best time for me to edit, and filming during the day when she's either eating and I have to do it in little bitty sections, or distracted in any way, just pick up the camera and start filming little bits at a time. And that leads into the next question. How do I stay organized and productive? And along with that schedule, I have a planner where I set out my video days. On this day, I want to make this video. On this day, I want to make that video, and not just making videos all willy-nilly. I know exactly what video I'm going to make, and I have it already written in my planner. Even the shorts, which shorts I'm gonna post, is already written in my planner, so I can just edit and upload, and I already know what's gonna happen. I don't have to keep thinking about that on a day-to-day basis. What's one insecurity you've worked on overcoming? And for me, it's my voice. I've always hated my voice. I always hated listening to my voice. And I've been working on that, especially doing YouTube. It has helped me just understand that my voice isn't as terrible as I think it is. I actually don't mind my voice on 2x speed. I talk a little slow even for myself. I don't know how to talk faster because my thoughts are running and I have to catch up with them, and my mouth is slow. And if I try to talk as fast as I'm thinking, it ends up just all mushed together. And so that has been a big insecurity for me that I have been overcoming. And just by posting videos, it's helped me overcome that and not even think about it as much because I'm just going. And another question that goes along with that is, how do I deal with self-doubt? And as I mentioned previously, I look at myself as another content creator and not as myself. When I'm editing my videos, I don't look at it as me. I don't say, oh, this is me doing this thing. I look at it as a content creator that I'll be watching doing this. And if I don't look at other content in judgment, in scrutiny, then I don't do it to myself. I really just, again, those content creators that are like, oh, don't look at this, don't look at that, and don't mind this and don't mind that. And I'm like, if you would have never even pointed it out, I would not have noticed. I take that to heart and I go, if them pointing it out makes me notice it, then I shouldn't point out the negative things, especially negative things. We're on the internet and we're here to have fun and to be love and light. And I don't want to put negativity about myself on the internet and perpetuate that and have you guys kind of commenting on the negative as well, which people are going to do anyway. But that part of the self-doubt is saying, you know, these people are doubting themselves about this particular thing, and yet you don't see the faults that they're pointing out. So be easy on yourself. Now we're going to go into a little bit more fun questions and less serious questions. The next question is, what's one trend you never understood? And for me, it was singing in cursive. The people who did that, the people who loved it, oh my gosh, I hated that trend. I did not understand it. I don't get it. It makes my stomach and gives me the ick when I hear people talking in cursive, singing in cursive. The whole trend just has me like, I'm off the internet until this is gone, because I don't understand it. What's your go-to comfort food or guilty pleasure snack? It is ice cream. Specifically, oh man, it used to be from Target, the caramel Moose Tracks. It's caramel flavored ice cream with caramel swirls, chocolate swirls, and brownie chunks. Like when I am upset, when I'm happy, when I am feeling the type of way, I go to that ice cream. I used to just eat a whole tub of it by itself, especially when my daughter was first born and I was stressed out. I just eat the ice cream like crazy. So that is a guilty pleasure. As far as comfort food, it would be steak and potatoes. I love a weird habit or quirk of mine that I have, and it would be this right here. Braiding and unbraiding my hair. I will do it when I was in middle school, I used to literally little twists, little braids, braid my whole head and then unbraid it and then braid it again. Almost like every period I would do that. And it drove me crazy. Nobody said anything about it, but it absolutely drove me crazy. And I haven't done it until recently. I started doing it again and I was like, let me just braid my hair. Maybe that'll help me. And it has helped me. Now I just like play with the ends. I have no idea what that's about. But I thought this was an interesting question. And it's, what's the weirdest thing you believed as a child? And it wasn't when I was a child, but when I was younger. I don't know why or where this came from. I thought it was my mother. I talked to my mother. She said she never said it. So I have no idea. But I believe that I could be the next Virgin Mary if I I don't want to get into religious stuff, but if I didn't have sex, then I thought that I could be the next Virgin Mary. And I believed that for a long time. And yeah, it's the funniest thing because like when I think back on it now, I'm like, why would you even think that? What's one movie or TV show you can watch over and over again? What I can think of so many, but one TV show would be The Big Bang Theory. I love that show. It's funny, it's comforting, it's wholesome. I'm into science, I'm into stars, so I absolutely love that show. And one movie would be, my favorite movie is Home. Jim Parsons crossover. So something that makes me instantly happy. Glittery things. Anything that glitters, sparkles, shines, rainbows makes me just instantly smile. Even if I'm like really upset, I will take a second to appreciate the good sparkle. And now we're going to get back into a little bit more serious questions that are more heartfelt and not just about me. And the first question is, what's one life lesson you wish you learned sooner? And for me, it is the fact that it's never too late. No matter how many times I thought it was over, it was the end, we're going to go crashing down, I don't know what's going to happen. And I started doing something in that moment where I thought everything was going to fall apart, and things just get back up. As long as you get up and you try to do something, things will change. Things will get better. It's never too late to try something. It's never too late to start again. It's never too late to pick something back up again. It's never too late to go back and rekindle that relationship with an old friend that turned out really bad. It may not work out the way you want it to. It may not work out the way you thought it would work out, but it's never too late to try. And that's something I wish I learned very, very young, because I would have done more things and tried more things had I not thought it was too late. If you could relive one day from your life, what day would it be and why? It'd be my wedding day. And the reason why is when it was my wedding day, but everything came together in such a way that it was so almost like magic. It literally was a magical day. Everything that I wanted to happen, happened. Everything that I imagined to happen, happened. I was marrying the love of my life, and we had such an amazing day together. And we had such an amazing time at our reception with our family, and then on our honeymoon. And it was just an amazing time where just so much love, light, and happiness. and like the possibility of, oh, I'm gonna cry. The possibility of anything that could happen and anything in the world is possible from this day going forward. Was an amazing experience, and I loved how everyone came together to help us. Everyone came together to just be there for us and with us. And yeah, I would relive that day 1,000 times over. What's the most important lesson life has taught me? I have the same kind of answer, which is you can rebuild from anything. You can rebuild and transform from any moment, anytime. It's never too late. You can love again. You can be happy again. You can trust again. You can hope again. You can feel again. You can imagine again. You can create again. It just takes time. It does take a little bit of effort, but there's always hope. Even if the hope is the tiniest bit, life has taught me that there's always more hope. No matter what life takes away from you, you can rebuild it. You can get more and better things from what you've lost, and from what you learned from the things that life has taken from you. You can get better friends. You can get better things. You can get better life. You can get better love. You can get anything. Everything will be better if you believe that you can try again, and it's never too late. And the last question that we're going to leave with is, do you believe things happen for a reason? And the answer is yes. And it's what I just said. I believe that the reason why things happen is for lessons. It's to show us that we can keep going. It's to show us that loss is a part of life, and sadness is a part of life. Grief is a part of life. Anger is a part of life, but it doesn't have to take away so much from us. If we can learn to listen to the anger and listen to the sadness versus getting trapped in it, then we can step outside of it and learn that this has something to teach me, that what I'm accepting from this sadness, what I'm accepting from this anger is not what life has to be. If I can step away from it and take it off of me, then I can learn to accept greater things that bring me joy, that bring me happiness. But I believe that certain things come to show us that we aren't living the best that we can live. We aren't accepting the best that we can do. We're settling. And life has to show us that I don't want you to settle. I don't want you to be here. I don't want you to think that this is all that there is. So I have to shake things up so that you can see that this isn't good. And it shows us that some things aren't good, and other things that are happening that are devastated, that, we believe we're good people. We've done good things. Why did they take this from me? Why did this happen? And again, I know it's hard to understand and it's hard to believe. And I know the grief of it, and I understand the grief of it. But it comes to show us that we can love so much more, that there is so much more love to give. There is so much more love to be had. And I don't know the particulars behind it. I didn't create the world. I don't know. But I can say that I've learned that even through the loss of a family member or a loved one, of a child, we can learn to love those around us even more. Those people were there to teach us that we can love more, that we can do more. And we honor them by being great, by living our dreams, because that's what they would want for us. And I did not mean to go there. And let me know what your answers to these questions are. If you want to talk about some of the things that I've talked about, go ahead and comment down below. Let's have a conversation about it. What has life taught you? That would be the biggest one that I want to know. Everybody learns different things, and I just love learning. So I'd love to know about that. I'll have the questions written down in the description. You can copy them and answer them for yourself in the comments down below. Come have a conversation with me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for joining me and getting to know me. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on the next getting to know me video. And I got these. Hi.
You want guys?
Yeah?
My Baba.
Okay.
P from my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's your phone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Later. Go get your toys. Where's your baby? Where's your baby? Go get your baby. Bring your baby here to sit down. Or more recently, I have learned to love lamb chops, which is absolutely delicious. And anytime I get a chance, I will eat a lamb chop.